Hi everyone, Liz here, thank you for stopping by. So today I'm going to do a kitting down and a post review of my Fansells custom of my Halloween Maisie. And yeah, some good and bad things with it. So I hope you're all doing well and we'll get through this and have a look. Okay, I've got the drills, they all came in little baggies, so I did actually work from the bags on doing this one because it was only 31 colours and I thought, oh, it's over 30 but only just, so yeah, I just worked from the bags. Took me about a week to do. The drills were a nice quality, there was hardly any trash at all. The key code at both sides was very, very handy. It was poured glue, so it was lovely to work with, nice and sticky and easy to just slide drills into place if they were moving. Yeah, it is a 40 by 40 measurement as well, so it's not like I've lost any centimetres or inches from the edges, so that's the good points. Okay, just a few little bad points. I'm not keen on the colouring. I think they've got the colour tone wrong and too high possibly on the saturation. We've lost a few edges. It does actually look better on screen than it does in real life. If I tell you that the settee that Maisie is sat on is actually beige and various shades of beige in it, you'll maybe get what I mean, because this has all been done in like peaches and oranges all the way around here, whereas it should really be beiges and browns. And also, I've said before that a lot of the customs that I do and pictures of Scotty dogs that I do don't have 310 in. And although she's black, it's because it is a very, very dark colour. And then contrasting against it, they've put a very, very dark purple. And it's made it look really strange. And we've lost her eyes. There's no definition on the eyes there. Although the tongue is looking a little bit pink here, those drills are actually purple. And the nose here is purple as well. And I don't mean a light colour, I mean it's really, really dark. I wonder if I hold it up if you can see it. Yeah, you can see there, look, that tongue is purple, the nose is purple, and the inside of her ears are a dark purple. So we've not quite got the colours right. I mean, these pumpkins here look brilliant. They've really stood out. Sort of like her braid that she's got around her neck, her garland around her neck has come out really nicely. They have cut an extra bit, I think, of the edge off, and the spider's web in this corner hasn't really come out either. I mean, I can correct that, that's not a problem at all. I can soon put some darker coloured drills in here and just follow the pattern for the spider's web. That's not a problem. Obviously it should show up better, and I mean the spider shows up really well, but yeah, we've lost some definition on the web there. It is only 40 by 40, so yeah, you don't get brilliant detail with a round on a smaller painting. Possibly if I'd have gone 50 by 50, 60 by 60, we may have got better colours, we may have got better definition. But I didn't want to get a really big painting from somewhere that I've not tried before for customs and find, you know, if this had been a 60 by 60 painting and it'd have had these colours, I would have been even more disappointed. As it is, this one is just for Halloween. I think they've matched it more to the Halloween colours and gone more orange, and they've put the colour palette as orange, which is why it's come out so orange. I could live with the sweet if Maisie showed up that little bit more, if the eyes just showed up that little bit more. I'll put the actual photograph in here as well, so you can compare the two. I'll put a... But yeah, I mean, I didn't pay a huge price for it. I think it was around about £17 to £20. So for a 40 by 40 custom, it was reasonable. It's not wholly disastrous. I don't want to be completely negative. I mean, I've done it because it is a Halloween picture and I just wanted it as a bit of fun to put out for Halloween. And it is one of my favourite pictures of Maisie because she just had such a happy smile. But as soon as I saw that she had a purple tongue, I thought, this possibly isn't going to look as good as I'm wanting it to look. But I have got my frame. If you look at one of my previous videos, I have got a 40 by 40 square frame to pop her in. So she will be framed and she will be going up for Halloween. I may or may not keep it up after Halloween. I may just put it up for Halloween. I don't know. But yeah, we'll wait and see. But yeah, it was nice to do. I enjoyed doing it. It's just that I started getting very, very worried. I was a little bit worried when I saw all the 310s because I haven't really done a Scotty dog with a lot of 310s in. And I think the purple, it should really be greys. I think we should be, most of the ones that I've done in the past have been shades of grey. And I think there's no reason why we couldn't have used pinks here. I think they've just really restricted the colour palette. Maybe with it only being 31 colours. I don't know. I mean, I've done smaller diamond paintings that have had less colours and the definition has come out better. So a little bit disappointed. But I will try them again because it's poured glue and because it was nice to do. You know, it was a good canvas to work with and the drills were okay. So let's get these drills put away, shall we? And then we'll get her put in her frame and she'll be all ready for Halloween. Okay, let me just pop you out the way a minute, Maisie Daisy. Okay, I used to call her Maisie Daisy. I did have, when I was doing my card making, my little company logo was Maisie Daisy. So okay, so we need a tray and we need box number 1. And I'm going to use my Hatfield Designs pink tray that I've just got recently, which I absolutely love. So let's just, oops. Let's just get the lid off that one. Okay, so if we spill any, we've got somewhere to put it. And let's get box number 1 out and get started. Okay. Alright, this is my drill storage. This is how I prefer to keep my drills. If you've seen my kitting videos before, you will have seen it. Basically, it's every DMC code that's used, and the DMC codes are like the colours and how they're all catalogued. Most diamond painting companies use DMC colours for the drills, and the DMC is like the code of embroidery threads and threads that people use in cross stitch, and they're all the different colours, the different shades. They're all given a number. They start here at around 150. There are variations on that and they're going to like 3,000, but there's roughly 447 different DMC shades, and most diamond painting companies, as I say, use those. So what I've got here is a little backing card that has the DMC number, so that's the code number of the drills or the gems that you're using, and then behind it I have a bag, and one has round drills in it and one has square, and the round one has a round sticker and the square one has a square sticker. I do like the visual side of it to try and prompt me to put them in the right bag. I don't always put them in the right bag, but that's the idea behind it, really. I have been known to put rounds in squares, but hey ho, that's when I'm not concentrating and too busy chatting. So this is all based on Rebecca, 4Kids at 147. She's now Add More Zest and has a website, Add More Zest, and a YouTube channel, Add More Zest, if you want to check her out. She's got lots of videos on how to do this and how to set it all up. I'm not even going to try because she's the master at it. She came up with this idea, so I'll let her explain it to you in her videos. If you've got any questions, if you pop them in the comments down below, I will try and answer them for you as well. So let's get started and we'll get these put away. As I go along, I think you'll realise how it all works. So we'll start off with the first number, which is DMC code 223, okay, which is a nice pinky colour there. Ooh, looks quite nice, a rose pink against my satin pink tray there. So number 223. So I'll just look in here for number 223, and we want the round one, and there it is. So I will just tip those in. I'm going to put the tray the other way around. I'm just putting the tray underneath so that if I've got any little stragglers that I've dropped, then I will be able to catch them, hopefully, she says. So that's number one put away. Okay. I think I may keep these bags because I quite like the fact that they've got big numbers on them. And I may use them for something. I don't know. That's the crafter in me not wanting to throw anything away. But if I keep everything, the house will be full. Don't tell hubby. Right, okay, so that's number 223, and that goes back in there. And that's just how we go on. The next one is 225. So, and then of course, if I find that I've got a project that has got drills missing, or I've spilt some all over the carpet, she says, oh, of course I've done that. Then I've got somewhere to come and get some. As you can see, different companies do have different dye lots, different colours. So I just put them all in whatever it says. If it says it's 225, even if it looks a different shade, I am putting them all in together. If you start putting different shades of each number in different bags, you will end up with thousands. I just haven't got the time or the space to do that, so I'm going to do it this way. I'm starting to lose my voice. Oh dear. Something else. So, as I said, hope everybody's doing okay. We've had a bit of a week. As you've maybe seen, I had a week where I've not done any videos. I needed to take a break. Hubby wasn't brilliant, and when he's not brilliant, oh, that's my bag of 3 10s. They go separately because I have a massive bag of round 3 10s, so they won't be going in here. I do have some in here just in case, but as you can see, that's a pretty full bag. I'm not going to be getting any more in there. Okay, yeah, hubby wasn't so good. And when he starts being not so good, I like to just be in the room with him and keep an eye on him. So 317. So I just stayed in the room, and I couldn't get upstairs to do any videos or anything. So I have got quite a bit to catch up on. There will be a video a day, hopefully, for the next few weeks, because I've got quite a few to do, quite a few unbaggings and quite a few ideas to catch up on. I still have my clock to make. I haven't got that done yet, so we must get on and do that, because I did promise I would show you that one. Oh, back to 300. Not quite got these bags in the right order in this little tub. That's the only trouble with using one of these little tubs. This is from the range. It's just a little plastic tub. It's just the right width for bags and for putting your drills in, but once they start getting empty, once you get down to the bottom of them, they do tend to start flipping over on one another and go underneath. So okay, so 300. Put those in. So yeah, I've got a lot of diamond painting done, because he does tend to, when he's not brilliantly well, he won't stay in bed. He does like to get up and get dressed and everything and come downstairs. So I just stay downstairs and keep an eye on him and make sure he's okay. And yeah, I just get lots and lots of diamond painting done, which yeah, quite a few to do. So I've done all my drills and chills ones. I have got some more coming, so watch this space. I haven't started on my Christmas yet, although the Christmas projects do keep all waving at me saying, hey, you've got lots of Christmas projects over here. Are you going to do us now? This time last year, all my Christmas cards were completely done. And I still had quite a few Christmas projects because I was still ordering them last year. And I didn't get those done then. So, yeah, it's been a funny old week. And then hubby started feeling a bit better, so we had a friend come to stay. How strange is that? Now that restrictions are getting a little bit lifted. Nope, that's 436. I don't want that one. Look, I'm putting them in the wrong one already, and I've hardly started. So yeah, we actually had somebody to come and stay, so that was lovely, and we went out for a couple of days. We mainly ate, I must admit, but we eat outside. We tend not, well, we take Millie with us, Millie, our little Scottie, and so we usually outside. You know, we had nice weather, which was great, so we sat outside eating, and yeah, it's been, say, a bit of an up and down week, but yeah, getting back to normal now. Getting some kitting downs and unbaggings and everything done, catching up, getting some tidying up done. We've had a wardrobe altered so that hubby can get his things out a bit easier. He can reach them, so that's made a huge difference now. The nurses aren't coming quite so much, albeit you can guarantee, I mean, I'm not moaning because they do a thankless job, and I know there's people that they have to see before they get round to us, but you can guarantee if we're not doing anything, they'll come pretty early in the morning. They can come any time during the day between about 8 o'clock in the morning right up till like 4:30, 5 o'clock on an evening. But the other day we were sat, I think it was Thursday, so my friend came and we were sat and the nurse didn't come till 2:30 because we were wanting to go out. But, you know, as I say, we don't like to ring up and say, where are you, we want to go out, or change it or anything, you know. They do a thankless task and they are really, really busy. Excuse me. And then today, because we weren't going out and weren't doing anything, the nurse turned up at 9:30. But that's just life. These things happen. But we still went out anyway and had a nice day. We've been up to what we call the seaside here, which is Bridlington, and went and had an ice cream on the seafront. We took Millie round Sowerby Gardens. There's like a hall there called Sowerby Hall. Just check I haven't got any others here before I go into the next box. Yeah, we've got box 2, and that was nice. They've done like a bluebell wood, and all the old trees, all the old tree stumps, they've carved fairies and gnomes into the wooden trees. So I'll put some photographs so you can see them. But yeah, they're really fun to see. And yeah, we had a walk around there. Millie had a good walk, and we sat and had something to eat. I think wherever we go, we just eat our way around. Oh dear. But yeah, and then we went to a pub and sat and had a meal outside, and Millie doesn't really like being on the floor. She likes to sit and see what's going on. She doesn't, if she sits at a table, she's not nattering for food. She's not a greedy dog. She doesn't, you know, beg for food or whatever. Although she will fight you for a carrot. If you've got raw carrot, you know, you may be in trouble. But she doesn't like sweet stuff and biscuits or anything like that. She does like ice cream, but only plain. So we sit her on the chair next to us while we're eating. Otherwise she just plays up, she just whinges and whatever. But once she's sat on a chair and she can see what's going on and see what's happening, she'll just sit there quite happily or lay on the chair or whatever. She's, you know, really happy. And of course, because you're outside and people are going past, and then the waitress that brought us the food said, oh, you know, everybody always makes a fuss of her, and she gives hugs and kisses like there's no tomorrow, you know. And we're such cruel parents, we don't give her any attention whatsoever. So when somebody comes near her, she makes out as though she's a poor neglected dog. And of course she's not, she's spoiled to death. But yeah. And the next thing we know, the waitress comes back out and she says, is she allowed a sausage? And I said, oh, well, yeah, if she'll have it. And they brought out a whole portion of pigs in blankets for Millie. So, spoilt dog. I took the bacon off because you're not really supposed to give dogs bacon. And then just broke the sausages up into little pieces. She didn't eat all of them. I had to bring some of them home. As I say, she's not a greedy dog, but yeah, spoilt dog. So we're sat in a pub having our meal and the dog gets a free portion of pigs in blankets. It pays to be fluffy and cute. Oh dear. 819. Yeah, while we're at the seaside at Bridlington, we went on the seafront. It was lovely there. It got a real good view. When I was little, we used to go on holiday there. We used to stay in a boarding house with a landlady. And so I think I've said before, you could guarantee as soon as we got on the beach it would rain. But when you're kids, you aren't bothered about things like that. So we just sat on the seawall and we were having an ice cream. We bought Millie an ice cream. If we ever go to McDonald's or anywhere, we get one of those, like, you know, the soft scoop, just a plain ice cream. We take most of it out because, you know, she's not really supposed to have milk and a lot of ice cream. So we just give her some to say that, you know, she's had some. So we bought her a vanilla ice cream, and obviously this was a proper ice cream place that made proper ice cream, not, you know, one of these where, I mean, those soft scoop ones are just like out of a packet, aren't they, and you just mix it. And it's not what I would call proper ice cream. Anyway, sorry to anybody that sells that or makes that or whatever. But yeah, but she wouldn't eat it. She didn't like it. So obviously my little madam, after we, and it wasn't cheap ice cream either, and we had to explain to the girl that we needed it in a tub and we didn't want anything on it. And yeah, I mean, they did actually sell dog ice cream, but I don't think she'd have eaten that either. She's never had it before. So yeah, so she refused to eat it. She just looked at it as if to say, what's this? This isn't what I normally get. I'm not eating this. So yeah. That's a fussy dog. Either that or she just wasn't hungry. But it was quite funny. She decided she wanted to sit up on the seawall, and there's no protection to stop you falling over, so we had to hang on to it. I'll put a photographic to show you. And I turn round and there's this great big seagull sat behind us. And gosh, those things are enormous. You don't realise when they're sort of flying around when you see them, how big they are. But yeah, they were all just sat around there, and goodness, big seagulls. Yeah, it was a nice couple of days. And then you come home and you've got all your washing and everything to do and sorted out. So, but yeah, we've had a not a good start to the week, but then a nice end to the week. And now we're starting the next week, so we'll see how we go. He's not doing too bad at the moment. Yeah, I'll get this video done, and I'm doing pork for tea. I'm cooking a pork joint for tea, so that'll be nice. Get that put on. It's quite warmish today, but not too bad. Just excuse me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, hubby was just shouting. Apparently he's trying to watch the film The Birds, and Millie's going mad every time the birds start squawking. She's sat at the television going bananas. Where she thinks the cats, I'm not sure, but she's never really gone mad at birds before. Hey-ho. Item box number 3. Oh dear. Yeah, he's watching that original The Bird. Right, yeah, that film is just so funny. The bit that always makes me giggle, and it's when they're going around the corner in the car, and they've got like an open top car, and she's got the cage with the 2 lovebirds on the back seat, and as they're going around the corner, the birds lean around the corner, you know, like when you're on a motorcycle and you lean into corners, and it just cracks me up every time. Oh dear me. I think the film, I mean, obviously it's old-fashioned now, and compared to the horror films and things that you get these days, it's very different. And nobody's ever really remade The Birds, I don't think. Is it Tippi Hedren that's in it? I'm not sure. But yeah, but the book absolutely frightened me to death. I mean, it has a very different ending. But yeah, when I read the book, God blimey, it's certainly a lot scarier than the film. I must admit, when we were sat with the seagull, quite funny actually, hubby watching the birds, and I've just been talking about a huge seagull sat on a seawall. We're very connected. Oh dear. Yeah, it's wow, they're really different colour. Look at that. Anyway, going in together because I'm not messing about with different colours. But yeah, that seagull was huge and it was just sat watching us. Millie wasn't bothered by it at all. I sat on the wall behind us, but there was quite a few about. There's all signs up now as well saying don't feed the seagulls, because they can be quite vicious and they will swoop down and take things off you. And I mean, if you've got small children with you, you know, it is scary. I mean, those birds, as I say, are huge. And if one of those comes towards you, you're going to know about it. Oh dear, 3722. Yeah, we've just been watching another like horror, I think it's Korean, called, is it called Squid? Yeah, Squid. It was a series on Netflix, and that was really good actually. We binge watched it in the end because we thought, oh, we don't know what it's going to be like, but it was quite clever. And it's about all these people in debt, and they all have to play these games. They're all these old children's games, and whoever wins obviously bucket loads of money. But it's got a few twists and turns in it, and it's pretty good. It was definitely worth a watch. So, I know it was dubbed. It was, say, Korean, but I think dubbing, when, you know, they put an English language over the language that it's been filmed in, when the mouths and things move now, it's not quite so obvious. You know, as you're watching it, you're not thinking, oh, that they aren't saying that mouth isn't moving. That, you know, it is a lot better. I can remember watching programs in the past and people's mouths would be moving and then they'd say the things afterwards and things like that. It was just really funny. It was worth watching just to watch the bad dubbing sometimes. All your B movies, 3771. Oh dear me. Let's have a look at that one. We're still waiting for hubby's new wheelchair. That hasn't come through yet. They have rung us up though. You know, we are being looked after a bit more now. They do seem to be taking a bit more notice of us. But when it'll actually come through, I don't know. So at the moment, I've still got muscles like Popeye pushing him round. I remember the first time I had to fold the wheelchair up, the manual wheelchair, and put it into the car. I mean, I'm not the fittest person in the world. In fact, I'm very lazy when it comes to keep fitting things. And very unfit. And it just about creased me trying to fold this wheelchair up and lift it into the boot of the car. But now I can do it no problem. So I must be getting fitter. I'm definitely getting stronger. So, and I do a lot of running up and down the stairs as well now for things, what with Millie and hubby wanting things. So yeah, definitely a lot fitter. But that's okay. It'll probably do me good. Could do to be fitter than I was. 3826, coming to the end of these now. I do need to start shuffling these round a bit as well, because this side is a lot fatter and this is a bit slacker, so I need to move some of the drills around. I'll have to get that done. That's on another list of things to do. I need to put some clean sheets on the bed as well and get those done. I lead an exciting life. Sorry, it's just all my job list that I've got in my head when I finish doing this that is just spilling out of my mouth. Hopefully I'll remember it. Oh, and we lost Millie's lead. We came back and we've been looking for it for 3 days anyway. Hubby found it today. It was in the pocket on the back of his wheelchair. So, and I hold my hands up, that was my fault. I think we were coming in and it was just something else to carry, and I thought I'll just put it in the back there, and I'll get it out when we get inside. I forgot where it was, forgot I'd put it there. So 3 days later, Hubby's found it. And now he's said where it is, of course I remember doing it. Could I remember doing it? Nope. And people always say, where did you have it last? And you're like, well, if I knew where I had it last, it wouldn't be lost. Oh dear. That's that one. Case number 30 is 3858. 3858. This is nice deepish brown colour, like a chestnutty brown. And there. Oops. And 358 goes behind the card. Yeah, they're definitely a lot fuller than the other side, so I'll move these around. And then 3861. 3861. Get the round one, Liz. Don't be putting rounds in squares. Okay, put that in there. 3861. Okay, so look at that, didn't spill any. That must be a first time ever. That's my new tray, you see, bringing me luck. It's hot pink, and yeah, there's a lid just in case I spill any. So yeah, okay, so that's all those. Oh, there's a few in the bottom. I'm not doing anything with those, get rid of those. They will go back in my empty bags. So I'll pop those on there for now. Got my little sticker on the front. Take that off, and that'll go in my little logbook. Oh, I don't know if you can see, look, that's the actual colours. So yeah, I will put the photo, as I say, but that's the actual colours that it started out as, and it's gone a lot darker and a lot orangier. Anyway, so that's box number 3. Put that back away. So all I need to do now is just cut Maisie out and put her in the frame. And if you watched my last video, if you watched one of my previous videos, then I did actually do the frame, show you the frame that I've got from eBay. And yeah, so we'll just cut this out. They're going as close to the diamonds as possible. What I tend to do is angle my scissors and just slightly go underneath the diamonds, the gems, the drills, whatever you call them, and it just tries to keep it a bit more in a straight line. It is quite a stiffer canvas, this one. It's not soft and flexible, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, so that's that one. And then do the next one. Just keep one of these pictures and one of the key codes to go in my logbook. Okay. You're better off if you use the biggest pair of scissors possible for doing this, for doing straight lines. It does seem to work better. You don't do as many cuts because you're starting at the back of the scissor and coming down to the front, so you tend to get if you use smaller scissors, you tend to be cutting into it a little bit more, and you can end up with raggy edges. Okay, so that's that one. So I'll cut that bit off and just keep that bit. And I'll cut that bit off as well and just keep that bit. As I say, I've actually got my logbook pretty up to date now. I've got a bit more writing to do in it, but I have just about got everything in it that I needed to get in. So I am getting organised. That's another job I can do while I'm sat downstairs, you see, with hubby. The only thing I can't really do, say, is the filming. And with putting away of my drills, I do prefer to be just sat at my desk while I'm doing that, because it does just make life that little bit easier to be sat at a desk. Trying to do it on your knee, I think more go down the sides of the settee. If we ever get rid of our settee and chairs, somebody will maybe open it up one day and think, what on earth are all these little bits of plastic down here? What are these for? And it'll be me and my diamond painting. They'll probably have enough to do a diamond painting, the amount that I spill. Oh dear. Alright, let's just, if you hold the end again, it just tends to just keep it that little bit taut and just make it that little bit easier to cut. Okay. Oops. If you could see me now, I'm practically leant with my head on the desk trying to do this, trying to see what I'm doing. And no, I'm not going to show you. I am at the optician's next week, so I'll get an update on my eyes and see where I'm going. I don't think my operation, although I did think it had worked when I first had it done, sadly I don't think it has now. But hey ho, there's worse things. Right, so I need to take the the plastic cover off the perspex on this frame. This is say a 40 by 40 centimetre frame that I got from Alice and Kingsgate on eBay. I will link it down below. And they are just a perspex. Let's just keep this away. Let's take this off and just keep it away from the sharp little bits that I've got. If one of those scratches it, then it's going to be game over. I don't want any scratches on this. Let's put a nice cover over each of the sides. Right, so just lift that out a second as well. So we need the perspex in first. Oops, just move the diamond painting. Okay. I'm actually making this look a lot harder than it is. It's probably because I'm sat down, just being lazy. After just saying I'm getting fitter, I'm sat down doing this. It'd be a lot easier if I stood up, but anyway. And then the painting wants to go on. Okay, just position that. I think we should be okay, although yeah, we've got quite a good edge on the other side so that it should still be black. And then the piece of hardboard then goes on top. Okay, oh, and we want the little hanger to go back on as well. Okay, let's just double check which way up we are. Yep, that's fine. So that one wants to go. Just use these cheapy tweezers. Brilliant, these cheapy tweezers for doing this. That wants to go on the middle in there. As whether I'll actually use that hanger, I'm not sure, but it might as well go on just in case. Okay, so that's fine. And then just use the other end of my tweezers just to push these all back in. Great, these tweezers for doing this job. I knew I'd find a use for them somewhere. Okay. There's a lot of them. So that's all those fasteners in. And oops, turn that over. Okay, that's my kitting down done. Sorry about the glare. I think you can just about... Ooh, you can see me now. Okay, it's not so bad if I hold it like that. So thanks for watching this. If you've got any questions, if you leave them in the comments down below, if you can give me a like, it'd be much appreciated. And if you press the button subscribe in this bottom corner down here, and the bell next to it. You'll be notified when my next videos come up. So if you want to see what I get up to next, subscribe and you'll see. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.